Perhaps this is one of the reasons why uh,
yes,
uh, they hire very like let's say young candidates. I think young because
yes,
probably they don't have enough capital or like
yes,
finance to pay a high salary to everyone.
yes, exactly.
Now that I look at the company's structure, right, and
Yes,
their business policy, it does look like they are a very small company compared to some other like large
yes,
companies of the, like in the same industry,
yes,
and therefore, when they hire people to pay them like maybe less salary.
yes,
Maybe that's the objective. I think, like
and
I'm sorry to say, but I think that's the fact.
yeah, yes, and but when I work in in this company, I feel the company has an process, process, on
Go, grosses
uh
the process.
yeah,
Okay, process.
the the process,
The process. Okay, process.
yes,
And yeah, like I find it's quite laughable actually. So when you
yes,
mention about, especially like it shows that their management is not actually quite efficient. All right.
yes,
So they have to kind of literally lift their game, if I may say so, or become a lot more efficient in the way they manage their company's,
yes,
operations.
yes,
Not having like a proper account of the stock, I think it's a crime, to be honest, because
yes,
without that, it leads kind of to leads to a high level of inefficiency, and so
yes,
it will inevitably decrease the company's profits or the revenue
yes,
from there. uh, for a company to be transparent and let's say profitable, everything should be like kind of done in a proper manner.
yes.
So were you surprised when they said that the stock or the warehouse did not actually have like a bookkeeping? Like, were you surprised when you heard that?
Yes, I so surprised and really I don't know. I will do anything too much. The warehouse and accountant, and I will ask some people and uh, my own my own manager and they advise me something too much. They the between warehouse and accounting department.
Department. Yes, you should. Okay, so what I don't understand is this, right? So the previous, okay, so the accountant who's pregnant right now, right? Like she is the obviously the general accountant, right? She's the general accountant. Why didn't she take the initiative or like the responsibility of doing this on her, like by herself?
Mm, I don't know. Is a Mr. Mr. Who Mr.
Um. So okay, the previous, so like the accountant right now who's on a leave since she's
Yeah,
pregnant, right? How
yeah.
long has she been working in this company?
Oh, she working in company only 6 months.
Okay, so she's also pretty new, like comparatively,
Yes,
just 6 months. But I think as an accountant, like I'm talking about her, so she should have taken the responsibility of like let's say merging, the bookkeeping, like or like merging the not merging, but kind of like
yes,
syncing, like kind of like syncing the warehouse team with the accounts department,
yes,
right? So that they can understand, like like let's say joining or like kind of maybe I wouldn't say kind of joining, but syncing. You could say sort of
yes,
like let's say this is the word. So this one, syncing
yes,
between the let's say the operations of the warehouse team with the accounts department, so that
yes,
the accounts team can kind of keep a tab or like like let's say an account of all the stock in the warehouse, right?
yes,
Because you're pretty new, but this idea came to you like rapidly. Like you kind of thought about this very soon. Whereas the previous account, like the general accountant, she had 6 months to think about this, but she did nothing about it. Why?
yes. And she told me the different before she joined the company.
Okay, it is like they followed a different path or different like route or something. Like what did it do before? So before her joining the company, what did the company do before that?
Uh,
So like before
I
she joined the company, right?
yes.
What was different?
What different?
You said something about different, right? Your previous manager, something you mentioned
Yes,
about.
I think maybe the data different from 2015 or 16 to now.
Okay. Oh, so the old data or the previous like data
Yes,
is kind of different to what is at present.
yes.
So it's hard to kind of match them. Is that the problem?
Oh, in this company, or or audit per year, but the auditor di- didn't find the difference from warehouse and accounting department.
Hmm. So they audit every year,
Yes,
and the auditor did not find any differences between the warehouse team and the accounts department,
yes.
even without any bookkeeping.
Because the our chief accountant she told me she will talk with warehouse manager, and warehouse manager will prepare the quantity, send the book, the
Oh,
accounting book for, and
so
when auditor check, they don't know the
the differences.
warehouse and accounting department. I was so I was so surprised when
It's very fishy.
she told me.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So they're in cahoots, if I may. All right. So in this operation, like they're in cahoots. So this is a word,
yes,
cahoots. Okay. So I think it's a new word for it probably. But what this means is that,
yes.
okay. So cahoots. So this is the word I'm talking about. All right. This
Yeah,
in
yes,
cahoots. What this means is that, so both the warehouse manager and the accounts manager has agreed. Okay, whatever, like like let's say whatever account, like whatever, like let's say whatever account you make or whatever you show, I'll agree to that. It's like
uh,
if the warehouse manager says like this is the amount, the accounts department will say okay, yep, that's correct, and
yes,
so that balance out the differences, and so the auditor can find no differences in actually the like the stock of like the supply or like, whatever it is, right? uh it almost seems like it's like the account manager and the warehouse manager, they're kind of playing like they're playing a game amongst themselves,
yes,
and it's not transparent.
yes,
Like frankly, it is not, it is not transparent. Okay, that thing
mhm,
there. So something is going on. I just feel like
yes,
okay, maybe I might be accusing them, but I just feel like when there's a lack of transparency, it leads to a higher, it leads to like a higher chance of corruption, frankly speaking.
yes,
Because the warehouse manager tells the accounts department, don't worry about it, we'll kind of match like whatever accounts that you keep. So they can always change, or let's say manipulate the numbers. Okay, they can always manipulate the final account.
yes,
So it means that they can change the number to whatever they want, so that it matches, their kind of, to their liking, if I may say
yes,
so. So, okay, example, right? Let's say, for example, uh, in the when they manufacture products, right? Let's say
yes,
they manufacture around, let's say, 1 lakh products, or sorry, 100,000 products, 100,000,
yes,
right? 100,000 products, example, or stickers, okay.
yes,
But now the warehouse will tell the accounts department that there's only been, let's say, about 90,000, for example, 9,000, and
yes,
so there's an additional like 10,000 missing, right?
yes,
So this, like the missing parts could actually be sold by themselves
yes.
without the company knowing. You understand, like this part, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I understand.
yep. So let's say they manufacture around 100,000, for example, right? But they will say that, okay, we only got a supply of 90,000, which means that there's actually a missing piece of like 10,000, stickers missing, right?
Yes,
And but the warehouse team will tell the accounts department, please just write for 9,000. That
yes,
means the other 10,000 is unaccounted for,
yeah,
and that can be sold in the black market or profited like into their own pockets,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Yes.
And overall, the company will actually suffer in the long term.
Oh, yes, is that?
Yeah, so somehow I feel like, oh, I know I'm like not kind of openly accusing the accountant, the previous accountant,
Yes,
but I have a feeling that the previous accountant and the general manager, sorry, and the warehouse manager,
yes,
there's some sort of a partnership whereby they will not reveal the exact detail of the stock
yes,
because they want to make extra money. That's what I feel like. Maybe that's what they're doing. I think it's possible though. You never know.
yes.
Yeah.
And I think my my reward for in this company is so big, and my salary is so low.
Yeah. So, do you have a CEO in a company? A CEO,
Oh, yes.
and is he from South Korea, or is he like a Vietnamese?
Oh, he from South Korea. He just uh, 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 come Việt Nam. He come Việt Nam in last year,
Okay.
November last year.
So, for the Vietnamese like branch that you have, that you have in Bình Dương,
Yes,
he joined your company last year in November as the CEO.
yes,
As a CEO, it is his duty or responsibility to actually overlook or see,
yes,
what every department is doing. I feel like, it's very fishy. I don't understand why they don't kind of why are they that like transparent with their operations. That's
yes,
what I can't wrap my head around. Is it possible that from the top all the way to the down, everyone's kind of like, let's say, maybe corrupted or something? Is it possible like that?
and I think a, a, a lot of every night. Maybe I will live in this company before. end of the year because when I face au- auditor, I I don't know.
Yeah, like if you're, for example, for an honest person, right? If you're an honest
Yes,
employee, it's very difficult to manipulate the numbers in the like the accounting, like the bookkeeping, right? Or in
yes,
the, like, let's say when you show the balance sheet, or let's say
yes,
the numbers, you don't want to
yes,
like purposely or like intentionally manipulate those numbers, because as an, like, let's say an ethical or an honest, uh, like an employee, you don't want to change the numbers to suit the company.
yes,
And so yeah, I don't blame you for wanting to leave the company.
yes.
And when does the audit take place, for this company?
In the end of the year, uh, mm, December uh, 31.
Okay, so the 31st December
Yes,
is when that audit takes place. So
yes,
in Vietnam, is the fiscal year from January to December? Is that what it is? The fiscal year?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. For example, for Bangladesh is from July to June. Like that's our fiscal year from
Oh,
July to June. So for you, it's January to December. All right.
yes.
So the audit will take place on the last day of the year, on
Oh,
31st December, like in your country, right?
yes,
Okay, so December 31st is when it takes place, like the audit. And right now this is like we're in July, so you have about five and a half, like let's say about 6 months time, right, to kind of
yes,
manage how to kind of, let's say, balance the accounts.
yes,
And I think you'll kind of face a headache, I think.
yes. And maybe CEO don't now and she thinking I'm corruption.
Yeah, like it's possible. Okay, somehow I feel like maybe the branch in like in South Korea is not aware of what's taking place in Vietnam.
Yes,
Maybe all the, like those kind of the big positions, the
yes,
CEO, the CFO, or
yes,
let's say even the CAO, like the one before you.
yes.
It almost feels like they're all in this together to kind of, let's say, earn more money through corruption.
Mm.
Is it possible that they're doing this? Like, what's your take on this? Like, do you suspect them or something?
Mm.
What do you think about them? Like, do you suspect that they're kind of, maybe, like, let's say, earning money illegally or something? Do you suspect that?
I don't know because the warehouse manager still work there, and maybe if the see corruption, I think she live in this company together with our chief accountant.
Chief accountant.
Yes,
What if? Okay, so this is it's a hypothetical example, all right, or a situation. What if the
I
yeah, uh, continue?
in this situation, I think the our chief accountant, the less quantity, maybe so didn't strong, and maybe I think she don't have experience to manage accounting department.
Maybe.
Yes,
Or what if, all right, the CEO and the CFO, and also maybe, like, let's say, the general manager, right? What if they know all about this, but they don't say anything against it because they get some profit from this? Is it possible they?
and yeah,
So
and the our chief accountancy told me the CEO don't care with the warehouse
what? But why?
because he only uh, take care to the
Own salary.
mm, yes the salary or finance situation and yes
So the CEO doesn't care about the company's health and reputation. Like as long as the money comes in, the salary and like the finances,
yes
like that's it. So the CEO does not bother about what goes on behind the scenes, what takes place. Doesn't care about it at all.
yes and our chief accountant when I saw the Scottish file, I think the Scottish file have a problem that not exactly
Which file? Sorting?
sco- co- costing.
Oh, costing file.
Yes,
Even this?
that not that not correct,
Which means
and
that,
because that not correct when the CEO make decision to the sales wise, they can wrong sale wise and the company will lose.
yeah. You know what? Khan, just be careful. Because since you have newly joined this company, right? You're a new
Yeah.
employee. And so if you try to, like go against them, it's possible that they might take some action against you.
Yeah.
Right? Because I understand you're trying to be like, let's say, transparent and honest.
Yeah.
But what you're doing might not be liked by some people. Maybe like the warehouse manager or some other, like, managers like that. It's
Yes.
possible. So just be careful with what you're doing. Yeah,
Yes.
like
I think I have a lot of problem in this company.
yeah. No, even I think there's a lot of problem.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I keep asking myself, why don't they keep, like, the bookkeeping? Why isn't that there?
Yes.
Especially, in this day and age, we have the internet, we have the Microsoft Excel, we have the Google
Yes.
spreadsheet, we have, like, okay, even a manual if bookkeeping, right? You can keep a tab
Yes.
of it. Why don't they
Yes.
do it? Unless they want to, let's say, take part in some sort of like corruption, or, like, let's say, some money laundering. Unless they want to do that, I don't know why they don't want to be transparent. So yeah, like, just like you, I have a lot of questions, for this company. Honestly, I have several questions. I,
Yes.
I just don't understand that. That's why. Yep. The same as you, I'm confused, and like, I don't know why they don't take these initiatives, or, like,
Yes.
let's say, take proper care of every department or solve these problems.
And but they pay high salary for me. I will try to solve this problem, but they pay
Like a
not
lot.
high
Yeah, it's too low.
and I face a lot of problem.
Okay. This is a. I mean, it's just, like, let's say, an idea popped in my head, right? What if they offer you higher salary, all right, but
Yes.
but they tell you to keep quiet about what's happening? What would you do? Okay, like, let's say they tell you, right, okay, Khan, we'll offer
Yes.
you higher salary, but you should keep quiet about what's going on in the company. What will you do then?
Uh, keep quiet.
Yeah, like, like, what if, like, the CEO tells you, right, okay, Khan, we'll kind of we'll increase the salary. However, you have to keep quiet and don't say anything about what's going on. What will you do?
Oh, I don't think the CEO transparent, but this is a a problem of our chief accountant.
Oh, so you think the CEO is transparent?
Yes, and I saw he tried to solve
Solve problems.
the problem. Yes,
So you believe that there's a problem between the warehouse team and the accounts, like the chief account, like that this one, the old accountant that was working previously.
I think this is a problem in the our chief
Accounting, chief
accountant.
accountant.
Yes,
Ah,
exactly.
okay, okay. So you don't believe or you don't think that the CEO is kind of in this like kind of like, involved in this kind of let's say in this problem. So it's more to do with the chief accountant. She's supposed to solve this issue.
Oh, m- maybe. Oh, when I listen, you told.
Yeah.
I think I I don't trust CEO. Why he don't now?
So the thing is this: who do you trust more? Do you trust the chief accountant or the like the CEO? Like whom do you trust more? The CEO or the chief accountant?
I think I trust the CEO.
CEO. So you believe that the CEO is not part of
Yes,
this, this like part of this shenanigans or
yes,
this corruption, like let's say scheme or scam that's going on.
yes,
It's more to do like this is the responsibility or it should be handled like managed by the chief accountant itself, by the chief accountant.
yes,
All right.
yes,
So you believe it is the responsibility of the chief accountant to sort out this mess, like
yes,
the mess that's been created has like should be sorted like should be sorted by the chief accountant.
yes,
Okay. And right now, since you are the acting chief accountant, right, like temporarily, uh, you want to solve this problem because that's what you feel should be done.
yes. If I cannot find a new job with high salary, I will work there and solve some problem.
Some problem. Yeah, yeah. So like, if you can find a new job, you will move on to a new job. But as for now, if you stay in this company, you'll try to solve this problem.
Yes,
Okay, okay. All right. So I think you've got the next 6 months, ahead, and they're going to be quite challenging for you. All right. So yeah, let me just message this one.
yes,
All right. So since the
yes.
audit will
This
take
is a
place at the end of the month,
big challenge.
yeah, big challenge. Right, right. Since the audit will take place at the end of this month, uh, you have to make sure that if you're in this
Yes,
company, you solve the mess like which has been created in the accounts department. You have to solve it
yes,
because
yes,
you are going to be the acting chief accountant for the next 8 months, right?
yes,
And so the audit falls in your like under your responsibility. The audit falls under responsibility like
yes,
for this cycle. And so if you want to be transparent
yes,
and like honest, you have to obviously solve this issue between the warehouse team with the stock and the accounts like the bookkeeping. So it falls under your responsibility
yes,
because you know uh,
yes,
if you don't switch companies, if you switch companies, then that's not your problem. Like should you leave this
yes,
company, then that's fine. However, if you stay in this company beyond December, then you'll have to manage the audit. Yeah,
yes.
that's a huge responsibility to take care of. Yeah, so Mark, I think you've got a quite challenging few months like coming ahead of you to take care of. So, I wish you all the luck and I hope you can solve this problem. I really hope you can solve this problem. All right. And so yeah.
Yes.
Wow, not easy, not easy, not easy. Um, so yeah, so before we conclude today's session, is there anything else that you'd like to say in regards to
Yes.
to your company? Any last words that you'd like to add?
Oh, yes.
Anything that you'd like to say?
Yes. Yes. When the finish the session, I thank you because I share with you my problem
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in this
Uh,
company, and
Definitely.
you I have I have I I, I have a when uh, talk with me and share together.
Exactly, exactly. Yep. So when you have some burden or some, let's say you have some sort of
Yes.
maybe something that you have a secret that you want to share, right? So when you share, you feel much lighter and you feel much better when you share your problems with people.
Yes.
So yeah, as humans, we are social
Yes.
animals, and so it's good to share your problems with your family or some things, right? Because uh, keeping those problems
Yes.
inside, it kind of makes you feel a lot, let's say, how would I say, frustrated, or let's say anxious. So that's why I think it's
Yes.
good to get out the problems that you have within you and share it with people, because it makes us feel better.
Yes.
So yes,
Yes.
thanks for sharing
Yes.
your struggles and your problems in the company. After hearing it, even I'm like, what's going on? It's just kind of surprising.
Yes.
I'm really surprised hearing that. So yeah, I think I wish you all the luck. Try to if possible, solve this
Yes.
with the whole company if possible, because this is not a one man task. This is supposed to be handled by the
Yes.
whole, like, the company. So if needed, also take some help from some other departments if required.
Yes.
All right, because if you do this alone, it'll be very difficult
Yes.
for you. So if needed, please take help from other departments as
Yes.
well to solve this problem.
Yes.
All right. Yep.
Yes.
So
And
yeah,
and look forward to my upcoming journey, and yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
will share with you.
Yep. Keep sharing. And if possible, I'll also give you some advice, some, let's say, some suggestions or ideas from my side. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
and
So
and I will write and I will check and invite you.
yeah. So okay. So before I kind of end a session, in our, like, the
Yes.
following sessions, keep updating. Okay, like, keep me informed and keep updating about your company's, like, like, the operations.
Yeah.
All right. Keep updating. All right. And as for now, take
Yes.
care. And I shall see you
Yes.
in the next session. All right. On, I think, Tuesday. Yeah. On
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yes. Uh, yes.
And
See you on
on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yep.
Yes.
And for now, yep, do create the project, and I will
Yes.
kind of make the bid on the project.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Good night, teacher.
Yep. Good night for now. Take care, and I shall see you on Tuesday again.